Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I am irresistible Mike right now, listening
I'm
to
sorry.
all kinds of fun shit.
You need to see the unedited version. That's the funny thing. So, and today we're cracking open a semi-new bottle of Redbreast Single Pot Still Irish Whiskey.
Yes.
So this one I'm super excited to try because Mike has already tried this one, full disclosure, on there. But I have yet to try this. So this was given to us, or given to Mike as a gift. So
Yes. Thank you, Dave.
let's get into the particulars on this one, and then I really excited to try it because there hasn't been a Redbreast that I haven't liked a lot. So
you're not going to be upset with this one.
all right, so this one comes in at 15 years. Again, it was a gift, so I didn't even Google what the price was. This comes in at 92 proof. It is distilled. It just says product of Ireland on it. It is imported by Pernod Ricard out of New York, New York. It is triple distilled, matured in finished oak, in the finest, oak casks. It's a mash of malted and unmalted barley, and it's matured in both first fill and refill casks, is what it said.
Pretty much says that on a bottle and a box as well.
Yeah. Okay. So that was what it said. Because we've done Danny, thank you, Danny, for that. He had sent us in the PX, Pedro Jimenez finish, and you have the Lestau, I believe,
We do.
and we did the cast strength, and I think we did Redbreast 12 because of Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy.
Yes, thank
had
you.
brought that sample to us on there. So we have done quite a few different Redbreasts, and I will have to say, hands down, my favorite Irish so far that we've ever done.
I'm going to have to second that by far. I think it is usually the smoothest and the most flavorful.
It's the most bourbon-esque Irish usually. It usually carries a lot of flavor on there. That being said, for all of you Irish drinkers out there, if there is one that can beat Redbreast, I'd like to know, and it's not $1 billion. I'd like to know, actually, because you know what? Out of all of us, because we've done some, we got to do more powers, actually.
We do, actually,
and we've
they
done
got a
like
white
one or
box
two
or black
Jameson,
box.
and we've done a few different Irish. So with the different, over the years, a lot of them were the lower end ones. But
Correct.
Redbreast has brought it to the table where I remember saying, oh, I don't hate that at all.
No,
you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
And Dave, thank you. This was an awesome gift. And honestly, for the price, I mean, I've seen it anywhere from 99 to like 125. So much so in there. But yes, thank you.
Yeah. It's
awesome.
always
The
better as
nose
a
is,
gift.
like, fantastic.
I got to be honest with you.
And another full disclosure, I did sample this with 3 Irishmen and Englishmen. So
No, there it is.
They came over and they're like, whoa, 15? We really want to try this. So how could I say no?
So I have yet to sip it, but smelling this, I'm not in Ireland.
No.
At all.
It's fruity though.
It has a fruity and it has an oaky. But I'm not smelling like the
across the pond.
No, I'm not there yet.
Yeah. So and the flavor ends up being, well,
no, I get that. I'm just saying, just off the nose, I know what I'm drinking. But if I didn't know what I was drinking, I don't know if I would be like, oh, I'm going overseas.
I don't know. Redbreast does stand out for some reason. I didn't switch my first one like I don't, but
I do it on own. Wow, that has a nice caramel presence, though.
It has a great flavor, and for 92 proof, it holds its own.
I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to do this as if it was a Mystery Mash Monday. Just I'm trying to do it without knowing. I know it's an Irish. I think I'm getting a hint of the malt. I think I'm getting a hint of it, but I'm at a bourbon right now. Like just drinking it, I'm at a decent taste of bourbon.
It's more because it has a pretty good oak flavor in the end of this.
Right.
So
and it was caramel-esque in the front. It wasn't bringing, like, I'm not getting that malty flavor I get off of 90%. Like if I grab that Shendalau, you're gonna get smashed with malt and a little bit of
it's kind of like that Clondakilty or whatever the one that was too. That was kind of that was
long
more
ago. Yeah,
it was a while ago, but that was like a bourbon-esque flavor.
We got another one of them in a sack too.
Some dope keeps picking those up.
Yeah, we do. I
think it was 2 different stores, luckily for me.
Yeah.
But I do really enjoy this. It's I don't know. So far, you are correct. I do. Every Redbreast we've had come across so far has been pretty tasty.
as you roll it on your tongue, I'm listening to you, I agree, because I said it first, but I do agree. As you roll it on your tongue, I do get a hint of that malt flavor, like you would get out of an Irish.
It's a little more after.
But it's a hint.
Correct.
It's just a hint, and I'm searching for it. I think I would cry bourbon on this one. I don't remember the style, and I don't remember the Pedro Jimenez.
So
I think they had way more of the oaky presence at the end.
The LaSalle may have it was 50-50 actually. It was
because you did it with them.
I did. We did this LaSalle first, and then we did this.
Yep.
And then two of the Irishmen actually liked this one better, and the Englishman and the Irishman liked the LaSalle better. So it was like almost a 50-50.
I remember that one having a little more of an oaky presence at the end. That's the only thing I remember.
So the Irishman kind of liked the easy and the simplicity of this one, and then the Englishman and the Irishman, the other one, kind of liked the little more complexity of the LaSalle, which I tended to agree. I thought I did enjoy the LaSalle a little bit more, but and price point, I believe they're pretty close to the same.
Oh, yeah, I think you got yours for a steal, but I think MSRP was in that general range.
And I keep looking for the other one that was gone in a day.
Yeah, right.
And I haven't seen it.
That was not me either.
No, it was not.
Very few times. I say that very few times. I can blame you.
When Irishmen come over, they tend to go to here.
No,
I mean, we did a shitload of Irish that day, and it was because we went back to the Donegal, and that was actually, it was way different.
Well, it's funny because
it was way different.
Even you say that, like I had a Scotch night the other night, and so I drank a bunch of the different Scotches down below.
They did ask for them, and I'm like,
they taste so different. Like compared to when we've done it a long time ago.
This is
for
very
a fee.
Good.
I'll sell them to the.
You do that.
You tell. Yeah. No, honestly,
you'll be there too.
Yeah. This brings a.
I love this nose. Go ahead.
No. It. A lot of times when we've done Canadian or we've done Irish, we just kind of like it's meh. This brings the bourbon-esque complexity to, and I don't know if they would take offense, and I don't mean it that way. There's way more to the flavor. Out of all the Irish we do, they kind of stand out a little bit more than a lot of the ones we've done.
The downfall with this whole thing is, although it is a 15-year, if you look at the price point, 100 to 125.
I was getting to that.
It's
up getting to that.
Oh no,
I've never tried any of the spots, and a lot of people have raved about the green spot, yellow spot, red spot, blue spot, and I know those can get pricey too.
They are very pricey, and a couple of the Irish boys, they were like, they hated them.
Oh really?
So I was like, wow.
I know at one point
all my other Irish friends that I work with, they're like, you got to try them.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, they're just as pricey.
I never really looked. I know Danny at one point, I forget which one, he was like, I don't want to send you my junk, but I can't drink this. I was like, send it, we'll review it. I think it was like a blue spot or something. I was like, because I've just never tried them. I've just seen other people talk about them and do it. But I can say out of all of it, it's so hard to do things off of memory. My issue with this is
price.
I'm crushing it.
No, 100%.
So I'm fighting not to drink.
No,
because it doesn't have a long finish. It doesn't have a long coat.
So even to backtrack the night that we had, they asked me, what was my favorite? I'm like, I really like the Old Forester store pick. And at the bar at the time, that was one of. I mean, there's a stag, and they're like, okay, we'll try that one.
Yeah.
And they were like, whew.
It's hot.
They were like, this is smoking. So I had to tone it down because obviously our taste is different than obviously definitely those that drink the Irish on a regular basis, or in the English you do the Scotch or whatever. But it was actually a really fun night.
Oh, it's the same thing when my buddy comes over, because he used to drink Scotch all the time, and then I throw him anything at 100 proof, he's like, whoa, what happened? Especially with a bourbon, and it's bringing a lot more complexity.
Whole different flavor and taste.
I give him a little maker's mark, and he's like, what the heck? My head's going to blow off at 110. You know what I mean? Because it's just different. As far as drinkability, there is zero elbows. There is no fight in this at all.
That's what I say.
This is none.
You and I, we would have no problem with this is like
we'd bury this. If we were sitting by a fire, they may have to help us in, but this is gone. Like this just goes right down.
Yeah, both of our wives would be like, "What are you doing?"
Well, it's not the first
time. Having fun.
It's not the first time. But I've woken up by a fire many a day. You know what I mean? But no, honestly,
Just keep me far enough away so I don't catch on fire.
Yep. Yep. Somehow I've managed to escape that. I've woken up dancing like leprechauns too, and not remember any of it. I've seen myself on film. But honestly, this one,
it is very, very easy drinker.
You know, we spoke on complexity of the last drink that we had. And it kind of brings me, it has a little caramel. It's not a huge, for a 15-year though, I would think I'd have more of an oaky presence at the end.
No, I don't get a lot of that, but I do get a little bit of a travel of flavor. It's
you
a
just
sweetness to
a whisper of the malt, which is actually weird for the thing. This is very good. Don't get me wrong. This is very good. I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to say, when I look at 15 years, I'm thinking I'm going to get an oaky presence. And I really don't. But I understand they do ex-bourbon and a little bit of this stuff. So it tampers that down. You're not going to get that huge oaky presence.
So as far as easiness, it's there.
It does it. It surpasses the easy test.
But
I wouldn't even guess. I don't think I'd even guess at the 92 proof. I think I'd be downwards because I'm thinking I'm in the low 80s. Really, it doesn't drink with any aggressiveness at all. But
you could run with an 86, 84.
I could even probably go to an 82, maybe, because it is. And if I knew it was Irish, I'd think it was 80. You know what I mean? Because there is no elbows.
No, none whatsoever.
Which,
like you said,
kudos to them, because obviously the old cast has smoothed that all out and made it super simple to drink in my eyes.
In a pot still, however, whatever it is.
Well, the pot still,
it is very.
The funny thing with normally the column stills you can mass produce, but it doesn't bring as much flavor. Where the pot stills actually give you a bigger maturation of flavor when you actually do them, and that's why I like Powers better than Jameson, because I think Jameson is in a thing, but I know Powers is a pot still, and I remember the cheap Powers had more flavor than the cheap Jameson when we did it. You know what I mean?
It was smoother.
I thought it was all around a better drink.
And obviously they know Jameson
and triple distilled. That's crazy. So
2,000 folds, and they're like, well, no.
Mm-hmm.
They just really held the box and said we really need to try this one.
No, I hear you. I don't blame them. This is actually very good.
It is very good.
Grade?
In this land, I'm a pretty easy A for this. I'm A minus A.
In our land?
No, I'm in Ireland land for the Irish.
Nope. That's our land. We're not. No second guessing it. Where would you put this up against everything we've drank this year?
Oh, because it's not fair.
It is fair.
No, it's not.
We gave those guys over there an A+.
Who?
The Lost Lanterns.
That's bourbon land.
No, they were bourbon. They weren't single malts. I was thinking they were single malts. But I grade them all the same. I'm still in the range anyways. I'm still in the range. If I'm going to go...
threatening me, that's fine.
I just wanted to see if you change your mind.
Honestly,
when it
I'm
comes...
an A minus A with this, with flavor. The downfall...
It's the best Irish we've tried this year. I don't know if we've tried any other ones, but it's hands down the best Irish we've tried this year. You know, I do believe,
year, so that does, but it's still a pricey point. 100.
I do believe they're finished. I never try to factor in the price, anyways, but I do believe I liked their PX and I liked their Lestau.
We did
a little bit better. I do believe it had a little bit thicker of a flavor and a little bit more of the flavor. For all of you Irish drinkers out there, I'll be curious to see if Powers has a cheaper version or Jameson or somebody like that you think can compete with this one. Leave a comment down below because I would like to pick it up. Just for fun, if you don't crush it, I think it's a little bit cheaper. Little thing. Well, I would like to see if we can find a, if we can find a better, cheaper version of what this is, because I don't go in the Irish.
I'll have to see the Powers. I do look at them. I know they got a white box.
They got a million different flavors. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff out there, and I'm 90% sure that Powers is a pot still too. So I'm just curious. I know someone out there is an Irish person that's going to want to say, leave a comment down below.
And we appreciate all your comments.
100%.
We do our best to respond back, and mine's a delay, but you get it.
Yeah, leave a comment down below. If you think, even if it's not a Powers, whatever it is, if you think there's an Irish out there that is less money that can compete with this, leave a comment down below, because I'd be curious to throw it up against it, because I like that. You know what I mean? When you can find... I'm
100%.
Hence the name, less cash, more mash. If we can find something cheaper, I actually like that. This is very good. I like it. If I'm gonna go an overall grade, I'd probably go with a solid A minus. As far as
I'm with you.
you know what I mean. Like compared to like some of the stuff we drank.
No, because
But it
if
is a
I
step above
remember,
because
the
it is-
blue box one was an A.
I don't remember that one because I literally got to sniff it on the way out. That was about it.
That one was, and I can't find it.
I think
have
that's
not
the
seen
I
it.
think that's the only knock I have on this one because at the 92 proof, it doesn't carry a huge finish. You know what I mean? Like it's more water-esque.
It's whoop.
With flavor, but it's exactly the whoop.
Because we
it's
could,
the perfect thing.
and obviously just watching
I'm
us, you can
doing my
see
best
that
to babble and not drink
I'm
because
with
this
you.
is going right down.
Yeah.
There's
But
that-
it's tasty. It's not a suck taste. It's a very tasty one.
I agree 100%. The problem is it is a tasty one, and I'm going to look down and go, "What happened to my bottle?" You know what I mean?
Well, that's
it's
so.
been many a night that happens. So stay tuned
That's
for
why we
Regret
had
a Regret.
That's why we had to change to a different bottle.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, try this one. Try
Yeah,
that one.
no,
'Cause
absolutely.
that's would have been gone.
So there you go. We'll keep this one probably long and sweet now. But again, leave a comment down below. I want to hear some suggestions because I want to get something else. If you don't kill this, I'd love to throw it up against it. We'll have to
I know where they are.
Well, okay, there it is. So this is the Redbreast Single Pot Still Irish Whiskey, 15-year. So again, that's our review. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave. I don't know Dave, but thank you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more.
Cheers.